Hello, I am Monique Burns. Welcome to Confessions of a Landlord. This is my tenant edition. I am making this playlist for tenants specifically. In this video, I want to discuss with you what kind of videos I'm going to be making on this playlist, and then why on earth I am even doing this. And in that part, I have a confession. So the different videos that I'm going to make are going to be things about how to check up on a landlord. When you are applying for a house, how do you know that that's even going to be a good landlord? Now that I am a landlord, I have all these ideas of things that I would do if I were a tenant again. I was a tenant a long time ago. I didn't do any checking up on that landlord. He worked out to be really good though, but I have all these ideas of ways you can check out landlords. I also want to teach people about different lease clauses, things that you may not even realize are in your lease. There are things that are in my lease. A lot of times when we have to send out a lease violation or something, the tenants are like, "What? You're kidding me." I'm like, "It's in your lease. You probably didn't read it," because nobody really reads documents. So I want to talk about those things just to keep you protected and know what's going on in your lease. There's different things like just about general conduct. We get calls every day. My properties are all in Detroit, Michigan, some out in the suburbs. We have all kinds of things that come up that I'm like, wow, if only they knew. So I plan on teaching it. And then I also have some things on just plain frugal living. I learned from my mom. I also learned cleaning from my mom. And that comes up too with tenants. I think I would love for people to be able to know how to pay the rent. I don't even think my own tenants are going to be watching this. If they do, I hope you tell me. But just some ideas of things to do just to make it a successful relationship. And then I just want to share things that come up, the crazy stuff that comes up. I think I already said that. So then I told you I was going to tell you my reason why, and here comes my confession. So in my 20s, when people would say, "Hey, what do you want to do when you grow up?" I never said I want to be a property manager, because what I did want to do made absolutely no sense to anyone. So I kept it to myself. I really didn't tell anyone, maybe my husband eventually. And he was even like, "Oh, please don't." But what I wanted to do back then, if I could have done whatever I wanted, is I wanted to have a women's shelter for battered women. But I had no business doing that, and I knew it, and that's why I kept it to myself. I just wanted to find a way to help women. Well, when we went into being landlords, it was so that it was a job, it was for money, and I didn't think too much about it beyond that, besides the job part of it. But then we started meeting tenants, and I found out that I could help them. And my dream of helping people, it was like right there in front of me. And it took me a while to notice, like, this is what I always wanted to do. And here it is. And I get to do it. And so when people call me and I ever find opportunities, like when they're looking for a house or if they're a current tenant, if I ever can find a way to be helpful, keep it professional and to the lease and everything still, but especially like with people looking that are house shopping, if I can find a way to help them, I always want to. And I try to give them advice, unsolicited sometimes. But I still want to help people. So I thought with this video series, I can help a lot more people, not just people in Detroit, but I can help people everywhere. And it's not like how to rip off your landlord, but just things that I know you could do to protect yourselves. So hopefully you find it helpful and you like my channel and subscribe.